Garathan is a spy? Was a spy. I'm very suspicious of literally everyone ever. However, for some goddamn forsaken reason, I trust Garathan. Go figure. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel of Delusional Theories. Today I'm going to cover another episode of Murderbot, and I was supposed to record this yesterday, but I had to go to the hospital because I'm always fucking sick, somehow. I'm fine. I'm just exaggerating, as I always exaggerate every single medical complaint that I have. But anyway, by the way, this is a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt, and I was just thinking, is there parts of the world where people didn't grow up watching Dragon Ball Z and like Oliver and Benji and all that cool, and Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm so sorry for you if you didn't. Anyway, like the same wholesomeness that I see in the relationship between Mensa and Murderbot, Sec Unit, is the same wholesomeness that I see with her relationship and the enhanced human, Gura, and it's so cute. Like, this lady literally has the most like capacity for empathy that I've seen ever. She's so cute with every single person. Why is the show trying to make us suspicious of Gura? Because why did they reveal that now, you know? Why did they say that now? It feels like they're trying to get us to be a little bit suspicious of Garathan, like, oh, maybe Gura didn't recover. Maybe he is still a spy. Maybe part of his mission is to reveal his mission and to be like a triple goddamn agent, or however you call that thing. But I trust him. I feel like maybe they're trying to deviate attention from someone else into him. And I'm thinking, is there a member of the team I should not be trusting? Is there a member of the team that I don't... And I remember some of you saying, oh, I think that they're playing leebeebee, like leebeebee is playing herself to be stupid, to be kind of loose in the head, to throw them off, so that they won't be suspicious of her. And I'm thinking, is there another member of the team that seems a little bit not as smart as everyone else? Is there another member of the team that is a little goofy, a little silly goose? Let's hope I'm wrong. And here, once again, we're going to include a section of this video for me to tell you how relatable Murderbot is and how much I relate to the Sec Unit, okay? He says, watch media until my battery runs out. Yes, I have many times binged media until my battery ran out and I had to fall asleep because my eyes could not stay open. In fact, last night I was doing that while I was reading the Testaments because, guys, I'm getting to a section of the book that is so goddamn good. It's so good. I gotta read it till the end. You might get a video about this next week. Maybe. If I finish it. Maybe. And then he says, I should have downloaded more media. The idea that he cannot stand his life with these goddamn humans and whatever plot is going on with the black bots, that is just so up to his head with everything that he just wants to drown himself in TV shows, is so goddamn relatable and funny. And this episode was so goddamn freaking good at like establishing parallels, like using certain discussions and certain events to establish parallels with our very real discussions and events and issues in the real world. And I have to highlight it because this was amazing. I love this episode. Honestly, probably one of my favorites of the season so far. And it is because they did it so goddamn well, because I have a sneaky little feeling that the majority of the audience for this TV show are men of a certain age. And I feel like them including this, oh my god, you guys, the comment that I received on my video, I think it was last week. What did they say? That this show is for, oh my god, I'm gonna look it up. Give me a second. God damn it, I can't find it. But it was basically a homophobic comment about the show being for gay people, apparently, for some reason. Well, I'm not an argument against that. But yeah, I have a sneaky suspicion that the audience of the show is mostly male dominated, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like, let's not fall into that bullshit of being like, oh, shows made for men are so bad. The amount of media made for men that I enjoy. Hello, Jennifer's Body. But yeah, I want to talk about this because they did it so well in this goddamn episode. And before that, just to point out that I love that Murderbot Sec Unit's imagination is like kind of taking over its head because it is so goddamn overwhelmed with everything that it just starts making up scenarios in its own head. And I like that because if I try to think what's going to be the perfect job for a baby bot, it's not security. It's not working in a research team. It's like being a director of a TV show or like a scriptwriter or something like that. So I like that its imagination is kind of like taking over and it's starting to go beyond the bounds of a sec unit. And the thing I want to talk about is the fact that Baby Bot has its helmet back on and the team asks it, okay, can you show us your face? Can you lower your helmet? And it's like, no, because what if one of you tries to sexualize me again? Because it happened with leebeebee, and even though Murderbot has some trust, some confidence in the team, it doesn't really know them that well. They are a completely different species to him, right? So once one human does that, a sexualized behavior that it does not want, because it is asexual at this point, as it has explained, it feels like maybe more of these humans will do the same thing to me, so I'm gonna put my guard up. And all the humans are like, no, please lower it, please, whatever. And does Baby Bot lower it? No. When does Baby Bot lower it? When the most amazing character of this entire TV show, Mensa, goes to talk to Murderbot and is like, okay, she shows it empathy. She shows it like understanding and opens up to it and is kind to it. And only then does Murderbot open up his helmet and show its face again. How wonderful. I really hope the man watching this show can, understand what is being said, that if a woman fears all men, it's not by chance. It's because if one of them did it, we think that any one of them can do it. And the only way to lower our guard back down is to know that we can trust them and that they will not harm us. Thank you, Murderbot, for botsplaining something. And by the way, it's not even just a thing about sexual harassment, right? Because they are completely different species. They have completely different cultures. Like Murderbot explains it very clearly that he's not interested in romantic or sexual anything like humans are. And there's even a cute ass amazing moment in the episode where the goddamn animals are procreating on top of their machine and the humans are like, yuck, ew, disgusting. And Murderbot is just like, yeah, it's as disgusting as when you do it, humans. So it's not that just it was sexual harassment, it's that they're very completely different species. So when Murderbot became suspicious of all the other humans, it was because the humans operate in a way that he does not. So he has sometimes a hard time understanding how they operate because he doesn't value the same things they value. So when one of them operated in that way, of course he was suspicious that all of them could potentially at some point operate in the same way. It's not just the aspect of sexual harassment, it's the aspect that they are two different species that operate in different ways. And how the hell can Murderbot know if it doesn't understand how they operate? Amazing conversation. Like in 5 minutes of this episode. Beautiful. But just to say this about the animals, like the native species of that planet, the male and female or whatever genders they have in those animals, they were so goddamn different. They were so different. Like I'm so used to seeing like animals of the same species, like the male and female being so similar. And then these two little freaks were they look like two different kinds of animals. But in the end, it worked out, I guess. They found the right places for the right things, I guess. So yeah, but it was so funny. Like I love how they write. I don't know if this is the writing that comes from the books. As I said, I will read them after I finish the show. But I love the writing of this show. It's just, they don't over-explain anything. They don't oversimplify anything. They tell you what they want to tell you in a way that you kind of have to read in between the lines to understand a little bit. And I just hope it's it's passing through to the audience. I just hope. And now they're going to return to face the goddamn black bots because our baby boy, what's his name? God damn it. I always forget his name. Gura. Our baby boy Gura is not feeling well. He needs to go to medbay to recover. And medbay is potentially invaded by the black bots. So how they're going to get him inside without causing trouble, I don't know. It's potentially impossible, but what I'm hoping for at this point in time is that the animals, because they were smart enough to distinguish between the people who try to hurt them and the people who do not. The research team, Murderbot, they didn't try to hurt the eggs, so the animals didn't hurt them. So now I'm thinking, do these animals know that the enemy to the planet are the black bots? And are these animals going to help the team to defeat the black bots? Are the team going to be like in danger somehow, like they sneak into the med bay and then a patrol black bot comes around and figures them out, and then an animal comes up from the ground and is like, got you. I got the black bot. You go on your merry way, little team that I love because I've been watching your show. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if those animals have TV and they've been watching Murderbot like us? It's like a meta reference. Anyway, I'm getting too weird. Bottom line is, I just want to know what the hell the the black bots are doing there. But yeah, I guess we'll figure it out eventually at the end of the season. I'm so super excited to like finish watching this because I really want to read the goddamn books. And I feel like my reading slump is gone kind of maybe a little bit because of the Testaments. Guys, if you haven't read the goddamn Testaments, you gotta read it. I mean, I will make a video about it, so you don't have to read it. Just watch my video. The way that I self-promote anytime I can. But I'm really excited to start reading the books, and I've been reading the Testaments on my computer on a PDF, but I think I kind of want to buy them. Like, I want to get into the rhythm of annotating things again. So yeah, I mean, catch me here. If you love this series and you'd like more content about it, I probably will do the books, and yeah, you can prolong your enjoyment of this series with whatever videos I come up with next. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed the conversation within the episode. I hope every single member of the audience understood what they were trying to say. I hope. I just stopped making these sounds. Okay, I hope is what I mean. But yeah, you guys, I will see you next week with another Murderbot review. I'm really loving the show. I've said everything I need to say. I'm not going to prolong it. But anyway, I will post my Duster review today as well because I'm fine. My health is okay. Potentially I'll have to go back to the GP next week, but I'm fine. And I will also be posting very, very soon my review of We Were Liars because that show kind of fucking broke me. I was expecting something so like fanficky and smutty, and it gave me tears, okay? I was expecting smut and I received tears. So there you go. Anyway, you guys, see you potentially in a couple hours, actually. Bye.